could Google
Pepperoni
it.
is a lot spicier.
Pepperoni. Pepperoni
and I'm
is
pretty sure they smoke it differently than salami.
Pepperoni is a derivative of salami. Pepperoni is a form of salami. Pepperoni is spicy salami.
Like eggs are a byproduct of meat.
No. I don't know what the fuck
No.
he's talking about. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Eggs are
I don't know what the
Let me
fuck he's
Google
talking
this.
about. I don't know what he's talking about. I literally already Googled this and went on a whole rant on it on Twitter.
Okay.
By the way, pepperoni used to be dirt cheap to put on pizzas. Now it's mad expensive.
Salami.
All right. On that note,
Okay.
let's move
It's
to
an American variety of salami. I'll give you that.
I told you. All right. Can you give me the take your tangent drop? Can you find that? Because that one's for sure in there. I for sure saw that one in there. Yeah, that's right. We official now.
Am I in 2004 or am I
NFL Blitz? Why did she pick the year correctly? NFL Street Volume 2.
That was a great year for football.
That was a great year for just street.
Shout out to Algernon Crumpler for surfacing.
What did you just say?
Shout out to Algernon Crumpler for
Algae Crumpler.
Algae Crumpler. Algernon Crumpler.
No one calls him that. It's like Algeron Werner. Yes. Algae Crumpler. Yes. Whatever the hell you just said.
I just remember watching a call and they called him that. They were like Algernon Crumpler, and then ever since then I just always called him that.
Sure, they didn't just mess up.
They might have, but I always just called him that since then.
Algernon. What school you go to?
Actually, it wasn't a call. It was. It might have been Hard Knocks or Inside Training Camp.
Probably sounds like insurance. What school did?
Because I just remember those Falcons teams. Because I remember country ass Patrick Kearney and country ass Keith Brooking.
Yeah, remember Brian?
They really talk like this. Like that shit was funny. Oh, shoot this thing! Like what the fuck? What does that even mean?
Keith Brooking go to like Virginia Tech or Georgia Tech or Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Because Kearney, I think, went to Virginia Tech.
Which, by the way, Keith Brooking is probably the most underrated linebacker of his entire generation.
Because those Falcons defenses were still trash, and then Patrick Kearney left, and then they stopped being good.
I said Keith Brooking.
Yeah, but he had Patrick Kearney and Ron Coleman.
Are you serious right now?
Rod Coleman.
You're really about to slander Keith Brooking.
D'Angelo
right
Hall in his prime, young D'Angelo Hall, was getting picks.
Keith Brooking was the captain of that entire team. All those people you're mentioning looked up to him. Hold on. Let me pull up his
Patrick
stats.
Kearney was better than Keith Brooking. What are you talking about? That's why he went to Seattle and was still good and then fell off. You really go ahead, Google it. You know I'm right.
He's a 5-time Pro Bowler.
Okay.
Let's see.
How many sacks and interceptions?
22 sacks.
How many picks?
As an inside linebacker.
That don't mean nothing. He should
Yeah,
have
that's
in that
actually pretty
area. He
good.
should have had 30 or
13 INTs.
40. And wasn't that very good in coverage apparently.
No, he was a will backer. He was good.
No, he played middle
9
linebacker.
forced fumbles. He played will and he played inside linebacker when they ran a 3-4.
Yeah, but still, you know what I mean.
And he had over 1,400 tackles.
Was he better than Jesse Tuggle?
I didn't even know he played for Denver.
Yes,
he started for Denver.
He did.
Ugh.
I think him and Brian Dawkins
Yeah, I knew Brian Dawkins.
at the same time. Wow, that was a nasty old defense. That Broncos defense was gross for a couple of years.
Yeah, man, you
Brian
already.
Dawkins is a.
I know we're on a tangent, but besides that, you already dropped the take or tangent. So I'm gonna give you a take. I'm gonna give you a storyline, and you can give me a take or a tangent.
Gladly.
So the NFL is officially moving their combine drills next year into the prime time. You got a take or a tangent on that?
Prime time, as in like Monday, Tuesday.
Prime time as in like 5 to 8 p.m. instead of being in the morning and throughout the day. So they're essentially pushing it back. Instead of starting at like 8 a.m.
trash, bro.
our time, they'll start at like probably noon.
So more quarterbacks aren't going to be throwing?
Something like that. I don't know. Why? Because they don't want to be exposed on even more coverage?
On prime time? And think about it. You're going to have guys who are going to wait around all day to run a 40.
Which, by the way, wait, hold on. Let's back up for a second. Patrick Kearney was only a 2-time Pro Bowler. Disrespectful.
How many career sacks did he have?
82.
Okay, then more than Chris Long. Shout out to Chris Long. And how many? What was his best seasons? Go look at his numbers.
His best season was the 04 year
with the
with
Seahawks
13 sacks.
Seahawks?
Oh no, that's his second best year.
Like
his best year was 14.5 with the Seahawks.
Yeah,
it was his only All-Pro year.
Mm-hmm. But look up his Atlanta years. Because John Abraham played there too.
He only had 4 double-digit sack years.
Okay, what were those numbers?
I just gave you 82.5 for a career. Point is, Keith Brooking was better than Patrick Kearney. I don't even know why we're having this
now
argument.
Go Google Rod Coleman and then go.
I know who
John
Rod
Abraham.
Coleman is. I know who John Abraham is. I don't know what your point is. That
defensive line was stacked, bro.
So you're saying that Keith Brooking wasn't good?
Was the product of a great defensive line?
No, he was a linebacker, 1, and 2, he was the only consistent over the course of all those teams.
He was the best linebacker they
had. He
was
literally a linebacker from the Super Bowl team in '98 through the Michael Vick era and to the start of Matt Ryan. Like, come on, bro.
Best linebacker.
That's 3 generations of Falcons football where he was essentially one of the top players.
I remember we got ejected against the Bucks, and then I think
what you got against Keith Brooking? Because he was a Cowboy for 3 years. Is that what it is?
I forgot he was a Cowboy, and he went to Georgia Tech. And I don't think he was on that tier of great linebackers. He was good.
He was a great linebacker.
He was better than Dat Win.
He's better.
He's better than Sean Lee. But
he's better than.
Say it. If you say Brian Urlacher, I'll punch you in the throat.
I don't know. Let me look at the stats.
No. Say what you're gonna say.
Hold on. Let me look at the stats.
Because you can go look up Rod Coleman's stats during that time and John Abraham's, and I'm saying Atlanta had like great pass rushers, and Michael Vick on offense, and Warwick Dunn, and Michael Turner, and Algie Crumpler. And seriously, how the hell did that offense even field like a respectable output when they had Malcolm Jenkins and Brian Finneran and Peerless Price? That's a disgusting receiver core. That's one of the most trash receiving cores I've ever seen in my life.
They weren't trash when they signed him.
When he was the first-round pick coming out of Ohio State, that boy didn't do nothing. Like, Peerless Price, trash.
Okay.
Brian Finneran, don't get me started.
Okay. I think I'm going to say it.
Now you want to say it because you have to look up the numbers first. Go ahead and say it.
He's better than Zach Thomas. Their stats are pretty similar.
Who played?
And you want to talk about being protected by a great
He had Jason Taylor and nobody else in that defensive line.
He wasn't nice. He wasn't
played for the Bears, stupid.
And he played for them before the
Adewale
Bears.
Goulier, he was there a couple of years. Google his numbers.
What Zach Taylor?
Zach Thomas?
Jason
Taylor, Zach Thomas.
And their nose tackles were nice. Thomas.
Really? Are you quoting nose tackles who don't get sacks?
They had a good-ass defensive line.
Wow.
They had a good-ass defensive line.
Wow. Bro. Isn't that the argument I just had with the Falcons, that they had a good-ass defensive line?
Their defensive line was better than the Dolphins' defense was better.
The Dolphins in their
collectively. Bro, they had 2 all-pro corners.
And Sam Madison.
Thank you.
They were good, I know.
They had 2, 85 overall safeties.
I'm mad that you said 85 overall safety because you were kind of right. But still, Dave Wannstedt was their head coach. And I don't know who else. They had Cleo Lemon at quarterback.
I feel like
if Michael Vick was on that Dolphins team,
the next throwback player I bring up, I'm just not even going to say.
Thomas was a Hall
I'm
of
not
Famer.
even going to say I like him.
Zach Thomas was way better than Keith Brooking.
I'm not going to say I like him. I'm just going to show you the stats and just mention him and not say anything positive and see if you're like, oh, yeah, he's good. Because I feel like you're just trolling me.
I'm not. Zach Thomas is a Hall of Fame.
Because you did this with
linebacker.
Ricky Williams too. Then you
Over
want to slander
Marshawn?
Ricky Williams.
I didn't slander Ricky Williams, but I'm taking Marshawn over Ricky Williams. Fight me every day of the week in North Oakland.
Whatever.
That's what I thought. Ricky won't even show up to the fight.
Next,
They'll just smoke out. Imagine Marshawn Lynch and Ricky Williams smoking together.
it'll be crazy.
I would love
That's
to
black
smoke with
excellence.
Marshawn. Yeah, that is black excellence.
Thank you so much right now.
I'm serious.
'Cause it is.
Yeah.
You're
right.
Damn. Might get so high you actually... Never mind.
Next up, so in Ramley news, Mom Squad news, shout out to the Rams family.
Ramley.
The new SoCal Inglewood Stadium sold its naming rights to SoFi, the student loan banking finance corporation,
We don't like student loans
for
here.
$20 million.
What was the interest rate?
Wow.
So yeah, basically it'll be called SoFi
All the fans who
SoFi
go-
Memorial, whatever, blah blah blah,
Memorial
at
dead-ass
Inglewood,
student
whatever they're gonna
loans.
call it.
Gentrification Stadium. Just call it
SoFi SoCal Stadium at Hollywood Park. I'm sure that's what it'll be called, or at
That's an
Inglewood.
ugly ass name.
that. That really is. Don't call it Hollywood Park after you destroyed the casino and moved it.
I know this is a side note, but did you hear about how Navient, they were bragging on Twitter about how they made Fortune 500 or Forbes, whatever that list is, and they were like, "We made it."
I didn't hear that, but do tell.
No, I'm just they made that list. They made the
No, for people who don't know who you're talking about.
Navient, the student loan department, the people who call and harass your phone every other day looking for a payment after you graduate. Them
Yo,
folks.
Fuck now that.
It depends.
Defer
There's
my loans
I think
again.
there's like 6 banks that work with the federal loans. So like I
And
think
I know Navient is one of them, and they made
Great Lakes is mine, but I think it just depends.
Yeah.
But there's
I
like
have
there's
now
like
that.
6 different ones.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, SoFi is actually not that bad. They actually have pretty good interest rates, and they're pretty much online only.
Just
So
fuck
they've-
student loans. Period.
Yeah, I mean that's another
You
topic.
work with all that, nah.
That's another topic. But yeah, there's a big SoFi billboard already. If you head south on the 405 at the Howard Hughes area, past the 10,
Culver
before
City.
the 90, on
Wait,
the
no,
right
you
hand
mean-
side.
Don't you mean past the 90 before the 10?
Wait, what? What are you
Because the
guys
10 is
No,
further
headed
down
south. Going south.
Going to
past
San Diego.
the 10. Yes. Past the 10,
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad.
before the 90.
Gotcha.
No, before the 105. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Yeah, it's
the
definitely
Past the
before
90.
90's right
Past
there.
the 90, before the 105.
You
there
guys
you go.
can just easily get off Crenshaw and get off
My bad.
Hawthorne or Prairie and get there.
I got it
easily.
mixed up. But yeah, $20 million. SoFi will now be a staple of Southern California, much like Staples Center is already. Staples is barely even in business, but they own the name of the Lakers arena. So
And I think a bunch of staples are going out of business, too.
they've been going out of business for a minute.
Yeah. I miss Kinko's.
Kinko's is still around. It's FedEx Kinko's now.
So is it really Kinko's?
I mean, it's the same idea. They still charge you $5 for a minute on the internet.
That's disgusting.
Why? When you can go to the library for free.
Yeah, if you return your books responsibly.
I haven't
They
had
should still
library
let you
book
use the
day.
internet.
Let's
long
just
as you got
say
an
I
ID.
can't walk into Riverside or San Bernardino or San Diego County or Imperial County.
Okay,
Library.
but you're in LA County.
I don't think I've ever had a LA County library, so maybe I could. But I have 2 laptops. Like I'm literally
Don't run off the plug.
exactly.
Don't blow
Or
up
go to
that-
McDonald's or Starbucks for free Wi-Fi. McDonald's Wi-Fi sucks, by the way, so I don't understand why people
30
go.
minutes at a time. That's why.
Only 30 minutes?
Yeah, bro. They
Trying to
cut
keep
you off.
you out of there. Cause I know your ass would be in there all day long.
I was
you
in there
got
all
a
day long
McDonald's
typing
right,
the
you got
paper
a
one
McDonald's
time.
right there on the corner.
Hey, don't be snitching. Why you snitching?
I'm not gonna lie. I live.
You a ho-ho.
My McDonald's is right there on Western. I just
I was gonna
left.
say that's a real generalized statement. Like, there's McDonald's on a lot of corners.
Yeah.
Like,